We all have inspirations. Sometimes it's real life stories like David Goggins, sometimes it's characters from a film like Rocky. Sometimes it's not something like a person, but rather an idea, like the dream that you have of achieving a certain thing. That inspires you, gives you motivation. Sometimes it might just be a gentle smile that you come across that makes you feel like the artist within you is resurging. But neither the source of your inspiration, neither what you're trying to achieve with it matters, because there's so many different ways. Maybe you're an artist trying to paint something, or a musician trying to compose the correct, beautiful song that you have in mind. Maybe you're a person trying to become better and you feel the inspiration to upgrade your skills in life as a human. It could be something general like your fighting ability, your mental dexterity, or your ability to, be political. But if there's one thing for certain, is that a lot of us tend to give up halfway. A lot of us feel like we will never make it, we'll never reach the plane that we dream of reaching. And if we'd like to translate this into something more concrete than the rather abstract words, we all simply give up. We give up on our projects, we give up on our work, on our studies, we give up on our relationships and our friendships, we give up on our dreams. But there is somebody that never gave up. And I'm not talking about a person that made it look easy, that just flicked through everything as if there was no real challenge to him because they were so talented and gifted. I'm talking about a person that has dragged themselves through the mud, through the dirt, that had sheer grit and kept fighting and kept elevating their sword. I'm talking about the most inspirational character, in my opinion, in all of anime. His name is Guts, which is a very fitting name because there's nobody with more guts than he. He did have some childhood trauma, but apart from that, as he was getting older and more of a mature adult age, he was just with friends and he was fighting alongside them, and things were going somewhat smoothly. There were still challenges and he was still at war, but things still had hope. There was still a light in his world. Nonetheless, even up to this point, he's still a very motivational character. A motivational character because we see him growing stronger. We see how strong he is. But this was a part of his talent playing in. Later on, however, onto the story, we see how powerless he starts to become. We see how much pain he goes through. We see a body full of scars. We see days and nights where he's just restless. He can't sleep because he's attacked at night, and he can't rest during the day either. A person with valor, a person with virility, a person trying to set things straight. A person that does not think, well, life is too hard, I am not the chosen one anyway, so I'm going to give up. No, a person that says, I don't care about any of that. The easy path is to end this old, commit unalive, but I'm not going to do that. In this depressing and dark world, I will persist and persist and persist. And he does not do it because of, religious ideologies, for example. If it is within your faith, it may be wrong to kill yourself. He just does it because he feels like it is wrong for his soul and his spirit and for his fallen comrades. This could be people that have given things up for your sake. Maybe your family, maybe your friends, maybe random people that decided to invest in you, giving you their time, giving you their advice, giving you their resources, opportunities, chances, because they saw a light in you. It would be like letting all of these people down. If you're religious, it makes it a bit easier. You just think, well, life is a test and killing myself is failure. I must persist until the end, blah blah. I mean, that's easy for me because I believe in a creator. But if you don't, then you could think about it the other way. I can't do enough justice to the pain and the hurt that Guts traverses through in his path, but he's a person that never gives in. A person that... This poor man, honestly, I was reading the manga and I thought, holy shit, this guy is something else. So much pain, so much fighting. But such is the way of life. There were some Latin words, I don't remember them, but they say, man's life, like man as in... Fucking hell, I feel like a boomer explaining this shit. When you say man, right, it's not like a man and a woman, it's man as in mankind. Man's life on earth is battle. Something like that. Your life will not be as depressing and as dark and as miserable as Guts. No shot. It'll actually be quite pleasant if you give it your all, or if you try even 80%. So as a call to action, stop feeling sorry for yourself. In times when you feel like, boo-hoo me, life is so tough. Remember the people that really have it tough. The people that really are suffering. The people that could use a helping hand. but they're there in the dark, fighting and fighting, in a much worse situation, yet still, they have more life in their actions than you do, as you may linger around, reluctant to take action, reluctant to make a change in your life, in your world, reluctant to say the words that need to be said, to do the deed that needs to be done, reluctant to become a person that you're truly proud of. A person you look and you think, I manifest more love than lethargy or sorrow or pain in the world. And a lot of us are easy in terms of we hate letting other people down more than we hate letting ourselves down. But I wish that you would have a bit more self-love and that you would treat yourself like you would treat your neighbor, caring about appearance, caring about treatment, caring about manners and politeness. You would not treat somebody you love letting them be in bed all day. You would encourage them to get up and to do some work. If they feel like they don't want to exercise, you would say, hey, I know you don't, but let's do some exercise. It'll be good for you. It's an investment for your future. If they don't want to study and they want to do nothing instead or go out every single day, you would tell them, hey man, balance things out. If you treat yourself more like somebody you love, it might inspire a bit more guts, more courage in you. This last part doesn't really relate to guts. I don't see a lot of self-love in him, but he was a good angle for me to frame this final message. And truthfully, I know we're strangers, but I want the best for you. And I preach about things that I believe to be true, and I try to act according to all of them. I make mistakes, I make errors, and you will too, and we will both stumble and fumble and lumble, but that's fine. Just getting back up, just trying our best, striving to be just 1% better every day will make the future so much clearer, so much cleaner, so much more pretty and beautiful. If you just give in the effort, if you just have a bit more self-love, which there's a lack of nowadays. I've got a community where I try to make myself as well as other people better through accountability, encouragement, and just, debating on a few things every now and then. So I'd love to see you there if you want. Down there, link, whatever. Strive to be 1% better every day, and much love. Quick reminder to fix your posture and take deep breaths into your diaphragm from your nose.